Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today we're going to play a pretty amazing game called Wantless. Now this is a turn-based combat game where you enter people's minds and fight their thoughts. Now we're going to play this a little bit non-traditionally. I'm going to show you the cutscenes and then we're going to jump into my save. We're going to fight the first big boss fight. Now don't worry, this is not going to be too spoilers, it's still pretty in the beginning, but if you ever played the demo or watch someone play the demo, I don't want you to have to go through like a very similar setup. I want you to see something new in this game. That's how we're going to do this. So let's jump to the first cutscene. The last report aired 6 years ago. 99.5% of us were gone. Wantlessness is a state of perfect fulfillment, after all. Probably. They're quite bunch, the Wantless. Most believe it's better than just living your life. Me? I desperately hope it's better than just dying. Right, so what we do in this game is basically we try to remove bad thoughts from different people to make them happy. Single patient here today, he looks a little off. He's scared of the other patient? You don't just scare a transposition junkie out of a transposition lab, you just go see it for yourself. Now before we do, I actually do want to show you the mind tree. So in the mind tree here, you can basically get a specific update. So you can click on a certain level and you can get like better melee hit or better health or just a variety of different things. So you want to, and there are certain paths that have been basically unlocked with a special key. Here in this neural forest, what you can do is you can basically attach skills. So skills are abilities that you can use and they cost you a certain amount of action points, and you can actually create your own type of skill by combining these different parts in the fort. So these different synapses. Or I'm finally here. I'm thrilled. When I heard a word that your ambulant lab was docked in Dumpstead, I rushed out of my little shack in Bissek. Didn't even pack. Don't you worry about me. I'm okay. Better, I'm great. This isn't much of an emergency. Really, I'm not in any measurable amount of pain. I lead a decent, peaceful life. Sounds great, man. Still, I've come to ask that you lead me into slumber. I know, it sounds odd. Why though? Why should it sound odd? The Wantless are devoid of any and all needs, free of every single frustration. What is happiness if not the state where nothing more is strived for, where all desires have been fulfilled? Why would anyone in their right mind be so pretentious as to think their life is as full as this pure, crystalline, perfect form of happiness? Hey, Morel, are you sure about this? It's a one-way ticket. What is there even to consider? After you're done, the very concept of worry and doubt will be gone. I literally cannot regret this. Those who seek to be transposed into wantlessness are usually in great pain. You're not in great pain. Do you think people cling to this way of life because they've thought it through? The only reason you're still here is fear of change, habit. Didn't you know that as a transposer? Aaron, why are you even losing your time with this guy? He made up his mind. Ready when you are. Okay, the call is yours. Close your eyes. You might see a bright flash, but there shouldn't be any pain. Rest well. Alright, let's see what we can do for this guy. What happened to you? Something in this maze feels off, Bum. Bum? That's unusual. Usually you can communicate with her. Alright, now let's see if we can beat this boss. And as we do, I'm going to explain the game to you. So this is a waymarked route. So typically with this boss, we only have the waymarked route, but typically you're going to have an option to explore the patient, to go a different route, and that will give you an additional insight, which can give you better rewards, but it's also more risky. But right now we're just going to go through the main path. So because we're not in combat, we can kind of move however we like. So we're just going to move ahead and just keep going. And here's the boss. Infirm spirits draw each other. Burning moths to dying flame. Ooh. Okay. I love how this is help. Did you guys notice that? Help. And not here. That's pretty funny. Help, not here. Alright, so we've got this big abandoned fight, and we gotta beat him. Right now, that's the only enemy we see. Now, what is so exciting and different about this game is that the amount of action points you use is the amount of action points that your enemy can use. So sometimes it can be useful to not use all of it, because then your enemy can't use all of theirs either. Now, at the moment, we're gonna try to move a little bit closer, and I'm gonna use a Fear Pain Missile. So this is a skill that I have built myself, and I can use it to attack him, and I'm going to be done. I'm not going to actually walk up to him just yet. And that means that he can only use also the 5 action points that I have used. He could also, if you give them too many action points, they can also try to like stockpile them so they can use them next turn. But that's not the case right now. I think we're actually going to use all 8 action points of ours this turn. Let's see what he does. So he's pushing me away. That's fine. That's not doing too much damage. Right, and he's placing these guys. Now, what these guys do is they basically walk up to you and they blow up. So we definitely want to make sure that we kill as many of them as possible. So I'm going to use the Fear Pain Missile like this to kill one of them. And then I'm going to walk up closer and punch the other one. Because if they blow up, they actually do a lot of damage to you. And I think we'll walk over and we'll try to punch the guy as well. Now we do have healing, but the healing also gives us shield, so it's something we might want to use next turn. But I think okay, so this is a targeted ability. So with targeted ability, there are a couple ways. Basically, he like loads up on his ability and then he kills you. Then he hits you. Not kills you, sorry. And there's the only way you can stop targeted ability is if you push the enemy, which we can't, even though we have telekinesis, which allows us to push objects because he's like unpushable, unyielding, so you can't hit him. I think that's what it does. Yeah, immune to push. See, and therefore, the only other way to avoid targeted enemies is to be out of his line of sight. So if you hover over him, you can see his line of sight, and that's like everything that's like black is basically out of his line of sight. So if I step to here, it's not going to be able to see me. So we're going to actually step into this little poison and into the darkness. So we're going to get hit by stuff, which is not great. I'm going to heal myself. And we're going to end our turn. Now, he can't target me because he can't see me. But he could still, like, you know, hurt me or anything. So we gotta be a little careful. Let me try to dash so we don't step onto any more darkness. And I'll try to walk up. I think we'll walk fully up to him because I worry that he's gonna, like, create those new friends of his. And for that, we're gonna need the Fear Pain Missile. Oh, no, so he isn't doing it. Yes, he is. Okay, okay. This is great. So I could place the Fear Pain Missile here, kill them both, walk over, and beat this one up. I can move over and actually punch him as well. So let's try that. All right, now this is the interesting part. Right now, he creates these soulbounds, and basically, if he targets you with these soulbound, if he targets you now after this, it's basically an insta kill. So you can see here that this entire area is red, and that means that he's like targeting everything that's red. So basically, if I stay here, it's going to be an insta kill on his part. So we have to move into this little poison spot. And that's the only way he's not gonna murder us. Because he's gonna disincarnate every area there and it just destroys everything. Right. Now also the second problem is we really gotta destroy these little... Ooh, we have a memory here, which allows us to clear stacks of darkness. That'd be really nice. So could I get there? Not this turn. So let's just try to destroy these little soul thingies. Oh, it hits me with darkness as well. So let me... No, we're gonna have to move. Like, I want it to heal, but we gotta move towards there, because otherwise we're just gonna take too much damage. Gotta get in there. And I don't even have... Ooh, I don't even have dash, so this is not good. Okay. I could try to fear missile there and destroy at least those two things. And I guess I'll try to move over here and grab this memory. It will clear some of the darkness from me. And I'm gonna heal myself. Actually, if I don't heal myself, they have 6 action points, so they can get to me anyway, so we just heal ourselves to try to get a shield here. Because these things are gonna be able to get to me, unfortunately. Well, now that he's pushing me away, maybe not. No, they can. Okay. Now, you can see it's a lot of damage. And it doesn't even, like, it blows them up, but it doesn't even blow up the soulbound, which is sad. Oh. Okay. We should be able to get away from the targeted anyways. Okay. Because you gotta be careful to watch out for that, otherwise we're dead. Now, thankfully, we've got our dash back, so we should be able to dash. Because I need to get at least close enough to him to be able to do at least the fear missile. No. One more step. Okay, let's do it. I think we'll end it here, and then we'll move closer later. Alright, he's spreading the void. That's pretty fine. That's like one of the things that doesn't bother me too much. Just start punching him. Alright, we've got like 4 more hits. Alright, he gave me another memory. What is this gonna give me? Again, it clears darkness. I kind of want it. So let's get there. Grab it. Heal ourselves. And we'll use a pain missile on him. Alright, next time we can kill him. Ooh, okay, so this is kind of risky because we can go, but we have to murder him, and I think we can. But if we can't, then we're dead. But we killed him, okay. What is she saying? What is she saying? What's happening outside? I couldn't reach you. I'm getting you out now. This will hurt. Okay. We make it? What's going on? We made it. Alright. We leveled up a lot. So the more memories you capture, first of all, they give you the benefit inside the fight as we saw, but they also give you extra gold once you get outside, and then you get rewards. Typically, you know the rewards in advance. It lets you choose like certain amount from them. In this case, we get all 3 of them. Marvel seems to be hurt. Ooh, and we increased our reputation to tolerate, which means we'll get better patience, more notorious patience, and we find better items. Put this down. What's wrong with you? No, what the hell? What's going on? What's gotten into him? What happened? He went completely crazy. I couldn't hold him back. What is this? Stay with him. Come to talk. What's going on, guys? He's passed. I'm sorry. Can I ask what happened here? He got extremely restless during transposition up to the point of complete frenzy. Tried to contain him while disconnecting Ares from his maze unsuccessfully. What's your hypothesis, Doc? This never happened before. Can't say I've ever seen this kind of reaction. Maybe he had a peculiar condition? We're asking his relatives if they're still around. He did mention Visert. It's the store. Well, I'll go get him to a nearby freezer. Thanks for calling. Most people don't these days. Life isn't worth as much as it used to. Okay, that sounds terrifying. People just don't bother saving other people. Hey, have you slept? Have I? Oh, that's mad. I'll say it once and then leave it up to you. I think we should head to Wizard. It's a large hamlet. If we can't find any relatives, maybe someone will have witnessed similar cases. You're right. Hey, something was off with that guy's mind. I saw an abnormal apparition in there. Seemed like it was messing with the maze. Thought weird places and apparitions were fit descriptions for pretty much everything you saw in there. People aren't well. This one different. Felt like I wasn't in control anymore. The guy had to have a very unique condition. He seemed strange from the get-go. That thing might have been the construct of an unusually twisted mind. Yeah. To learn more in Berserk, let you know when I'm ready to depart. Hey guys. So we're gonna be moving into a new area, as you're gonna see momentarily, so we can set sail, which I think is really, really cool. So let's do it. Alright, let's go to Salus. This game wants us to. I love it. See, if I gave you the beginning of the game, you wouldn't get this. Gotta skip the beginning. Salus. I don't think I've ever stayed here for more than a few hours. No one has. Save maybe for a few traveling traders. Right, Salus a bad place. Okay. Right. Now here in the Transporter log, you can learn research about some of the enemies that you have encountered. And we've got another point for a mind tree, so we could add a bit more into either health or... well, health or health. So let's get health, surprisingly. And even more health, sure. Now we've gotten some better equipment, I believe, yes. So what we've gotten is Neurospike gloves. Basically, it allows me to do higher damage with like my basic punch. It's slightly better than what we have, so I'm gonna switch it, but... Hyper Nutrients gives me better healing and better shielding. Yeah, I think that's more valuable. Where does this go again? Into there. And then we've got Abandoned Rope. So we gain resistance for every unspent AP. That sounds pretty interesting. We do tend to spend most of our AP, but I do like the idea of this. Now this dual ankh is really important. This basically allows you to come back in a fight with 25% HP, which is very important because you're going to get hurt a lot. And we've gotten a summon form. Okay, so we can summon an ally. Let's do that. Alright, so we're going to get a red totem here. Alright, Flash Rod. Right, now we can give him some effects. So what abilities? Oh, we can only really use this on him. And efficiency is like how often we can do it. Let's see what difference would it make if I put this versus... yeah, powerful synapses often have minimum cooldown. Yeah, we have low. Try and match them with appropriate efficiency synapses to avoid excess discipline cost. Summons a route to fight at your side. It will spend 4 AP to cast a discharge. It inflicts the effects below its surrounding. Yeah, so this is really bad with the discharge. Basically, what we want to have is we need to have an ability that does damage with this dueling route. Otherwise, there's no point in having it. So basically, we need something like a strike, but we're already using a strike for the pain missile. So I would have to take this away. See, like, this is more interesting, right? Like, if I use it like this, but then my pain missile is going to lose its abilities. So I don't know if we want to do that. Alright, so we're going to end the episode here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, write down in the comments, and you can click on the right towards some other games that you play on this channel. See you there. Bye bye.